And yes. What's up, team? Welcome back to Altcoin Daily, where myself and my twin brother, both of us, we drop a video about cryptocurrency every day. That's why you subscribe to the channel. So if you guys like staying up to date on cryptocurrency, you like knowing what's going on in the market, then you're in the right place. I think you're really going to like this video. I've pulled a couple of big articles that I want to share with you guys. We are only going to talk about the most relevant information, and then at the very end I want to do a quick market check-in and just kind of put this in perspective. So let's check it out. My name is Austin, by the way. I think this video has a lot of value, so I can already see you guys liking it, but let's read this. EOS founder wants to scrap the platform's constitution, start anew. Huh, well that's interesting. I actually did a video on EOS the other day. So let's read this. Daniel Larimer, the founder and technical architect of EOS, has confirmed he wants to scrap the platform's current constitution and build a new one. Wow, that's big news. That's always a big deal when we want to scrap a whole constitution. So if you guys missed my last video on EOS, don't worry about it. You know, I'm not bitter, but I'm going to summarize it right now in that me personally, I've always been very bullish on EOS. I like the tech behind it. I like their leadership team, especially Dan. I think that guy's a real winner. And I'm bullish, so I foresee EOS doing very well in the next few years. But my last video was called, Is EOS Still a Smart Buy? Because if you watch the headlines, these crypto headlines like we do at this channel, then you've seen headlines like this. EOS freezes 7 accounts following mainnet snafu. And you know, it's no secret that EOS has really shown their block producers, the people that are in charge of those transactions there, they've been freezing accounts, which they can do at their whim. They were voted in. It just shows that it's EOS, it's a little more centralized than we thought. And you know what, before you guys jump on me, in this last video we talked about scalability versus decentralization. Because one of the reasons that EOS is so much better than Ethereum, in my opinion, is because it's way more scalable. It can handle more transactions per second, it can handle more volume, but because of that, they sacrifice some decentralization. And we see that when we see these headlines. It's these block producers. The fact that they're able to freeze these accounts, it just shows they're a little more centralized. Is this bad? Is this good? Long story short, at the end of this video, I gave my opinion. I said I'm still very bullish. I basically said, this company's new. This cryptocurrency has just started. The tech needs to mature. There will be mistakes. But I said, while I still am bullish, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's all I said. Well, you guys should have seen some of these comments. In fact, you still can. I guess the EOS fan club started lashing out at me, defending the right of these block producers to freeze these accounts, saying that's how it's supposed to go, saying they have the power and they can do whatever they want. And guys, I've always said I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. I just have a passion for cryptocurrency. So we did have a great discussion in those comments, but I simply stated a little more centralized. Anyway, I digress. Let's see what this article has in store. Speaking on the Telegram channel, Larimer claimed he has doubts about the company's current on-chain governance model and calls the existing constitution unwise. Here's a quote from him. I have learned a lot about human nature by watching the disputes, the witch hunts, the bring everything before the ECAF mindset, or the EOS Core Arbitration Forum, the people that handle the governance. And if you don't know what ECAF is, it's the company's arbitration body. The group is tasked with making decisions regarding EOS accounts that are in violation of the platform's constitution. So for example, when some accounts get hacked, they're in charge of this. They're the ones making the call. However, the platform drew heavy criticism a few weeks ago after executives froze as many as 7 individual EOS public keys without receiving any order to do so from ECAF. So again, they received criticism, and it shows they're slightly more centralized. While Larimer believes this was done with the noblest of intentions, forcing users to submit to such a system can only lead to trouble and mistrust. He's now working on a new constitution in which arbitration would be limited to simply correcting the intentions of smart contract code, limiting their power. So, should users wish to do so, they can employ the assistance and arbitration services of third-party contracts, but this would no longer happen by default. So essentially, guys, I'm no expert, but the man himself, Dan Larimer, is saying he does think that these guys have too much power, it's causing too much of a problem, and this will no longer happen by default. That's what he wants. All right, guys, are you still with me? Okay, if you didn't get a chance to get on Telegram, if you don't follow them, this is Dan Larimer right from the horse's mouth. This is him addressing how these producers should have less power and what should happen if, there's a hack with the private keys. Check this out. My official opinion on disputes regarding stolen keys is that no action should be taken. And again, this is a backpedal from what EOS was originally about. Sort of. The producers should campaign on using some of their pay for donations to make the victims whole. So again, these block producers, these people that have this power, they get elected in, so they have to campaign, and he's offering an alternative solution and to solve the problem, so they don't have as much power. Bottom line, damage to the community from ECAF is greater than the funds we hope to restore from users. So he's saying all the damage that all this power that these producers and ECAF has, it's doing greater damage than other possible solutions. Arbitration should be limited to correction of intent of code. So team, I'm not one to say that I was in the right, but he's basically saying the same thing. He made this announcement a few days ago. He's saying the producers have a little too much power, and he's forming a new constitution. All right, team, let's sum it up. I'll just be very transparent. I mean, despite all this, sounds like internal fighting, I'm still very bullish on EO. I'm just gonna be very honest. Let me ask you this. Does anything in crypto work on the first try? Seriously, does it? EOS is still a very new company. I think they just need to mature. There's gonna be problems. In my opinion, the reason I like them is because I think Dan's a problem solver. Now let me pose this question to you guys. A lot of you guys are saying, hey, Dan's the captain of the ship. Shouldn't he have foreseen this? Why is he backpedaling so hard now? I mean, maybe he should have had a little foresight and realized this would be a problem. And to that I say, yeah, I mean, he probably should, but he's not Jesus here. So there's gonna be problems. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Seriously, I like discussion. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, team, and I almost forgot, airdrops. One of my most popular videos, EOS Airdrops Explained, a lot of you guys had questions. Hey, how am I gonna know if I get the airdrops? What's the process like? Well, I was perusing Reddit and I found this. Take an additional step to keep your EOS safe. Get instant alerts on Telegram or email for every action on your account, including airdrops. Now, I'm not signed up for this yet, so go as your own risk, but there's a lot of people that seem to have used it and they like it. So just a warning, don't give out private keys or anything, but I think this site is legit. It lets you know when airdrops are sent to your account, lets you know when any ECAF arbitration notices, lets you know about just transfers in general. So if you guys are into that, you can sign up, you can get those alerts. Just want to bring that to you guys. Let's keep going. Coinbase. Coinbase CEO unveils crypto charity for the unbanked. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong wants to help unbanked individuals around the world gain access to financial services. So like we already know, there's a lot of people around the world that don't have access to a secure place to store their money. And we're all into crypto here, so we know banks aren't really the solution. They're very centralized, especially in third world countries. So cryptocurrency is the answer, at least for this charity. On Wednesday, the exchange's co-founder announced he was launching a non-profit organization to financially empower people and donate cryptocurrency to the unbanked worldwide. What it is givecrypto.org. Now the site's not live yet, I've checked, but what they do, they're aiming to partner with other non-profit entities to find potential recipients who could benefit from these cryptocurrency donations. So while the site's not up yet, this is how it'll work. After needy people around the world receive these cryptocurrencies, they can do a couple things. They can cash the money out to use it to buy goods. They could hold it in case they believe in the potential of crypto, so they can get even more money as cryptocurrency, appreciates. Or they can use it in the crypto markets to make transfers. So the main idea of givecrypto.org is to empower people financially twice. First, by giving them money, and then by enabling them to participate in this emerging space. So this was cool to me. Again, if you're gonna donate anyway, might as well do it with a charity that helps mass adoption, giving poor people cryptocurrency. I found this clip of sort of exactly what Coinbase is doing. Check this out.
Well, like what? Give me an example. People helping people.
People helping people. Was that clip worth it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Last thing I want to bring to your guys' attention is Pornhub. Not going to spend too much time on this, but the popular adult entertainment website Pornhub has announced it will accept 2 more cryptocurrencies, Tron and zencash, as payment. Now, we all remember a few months ago when the big announcement was that Verge would be the cryptocurrency for Pornhub. And from what I remember, Verge paid a lot of money to make that happen. Well, Tron and zencash are presumably getting on the website for free. Just another way you can pay for porn if you're into that. All right, team. For those of you guys that are still with me, we covered the news. Let's just do a quick market check-in. Market cap still at around 240 billion. Bitcoin, we are forming a nice baseline at the low 6,000s. But a lot of us are asking, is this the lowest of the low? Will it go any lower? And guys, I'm no expert, so I don't know for sure. But let's check out this year to date. If you'll notice, 3 separate times this year we have hit 6,000. One time earlier in the year, one time around April, we were in 6,000, and then now we're again forming a nice baseline at the low 6,000s. And really, in my opinion, the whales, they're trying to drive the price down to get it as low as they can before they buy in. They don't want to buy Bitcoin high. So 3 separate times we've seen 6,000, and I guess this wasn't enough for these big whales to bite. So in my opinion, we have not seen the lowest of the lows yet. I think, we're going to get down to somewhere in the 5,000s at least. The price has to be driven down low enough so these whales can get in. Now again, the question is, how low is that? Just in general, I think we will definitely get to 5,000. We don't chase bottoms at this channel. If you chase bottoms, you'll probably never hit it. But I think we can expect, at least for the next few weeks, for this to stay the same or get lower, at least until the bull run. All right, team, let me know if you agree. Let me know what you thought about any of this stuff. All right, team, this is Altcoin Daily. We'll see you tomorrow.